The Bible talks about, I will raise up kings and I will take down kings. Everything is appointed by the Lord's hand. And so, whoever wins in a few weeks, like the Lord's plan is greater than that, and it's gonna be or when Joseph is talking to his brothers, what you intended for evil, the Lord used for good. And so, I know the Lord's gonna be justified.
The Most High rules the kingdom of man and gives it to whom he will, and sets over it the lowliest of men. That's a great understanding of God's sovereignty.
Yeah,
You know, John, Bill Maher, the political analyst, familiar with him?
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. So he said that in 2016, when Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton, he was devastated and it just kind of ruined his world. But he talked about how here in 2024, I think over the years he's grown and become much more level-headed.
Yeah.
And he talked about this year in 2024, in a couple of weeks, if Trump wins, he's not going to allow himself to get to that point. It's not going to ruin his world.
Yeah.
He's just going to go along with the flow. Bill Maher is an atheist. And I think we can learn something from that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And as Christians, we can say, we know that God gives to whomever he wills the kingdoms of men, and he rules over them.
Yes.
We can have that confidence, can't we?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think whenever things like that happen, the person you vote for didn't win, the person you vote for does win. I think that if it shakes your world, then you need a sturdier foundation for your world. People thought Rome was going to last forever, and it's been gone for almost 2,000 years now. One day America is going to fade away. The empires rise and they fall.
So even if from a conservative perspective, even if Kamala Harris wins, Christians should not panic,
Yeah.
because God is still in control and God placed her there. And even if Trump wins, we should not rejoice too much, because he's still a man, and he's still a flawed man, he's still a sinful man, and we need to rely on God that no matter who he appoints to that office, that he is sovereign and he is in control, and he works out all things for the good for those who love him and are called according to his purpose.
Absolutely, yeah. I think as an evangelical conservative person, the thing that concerns me is I see a lot of people that are like, I saw a video the other day of a Trump wagon being pulled through a church and people cheering, and a kid dressed up as Donald Trump standing at a podium, and I understand. We need to pray for our leaders. We need to pray that our leaders find the Lord, and that the Lord guides them. But when I see that, I almost see idolatry, that we're putting when we're in a place of worship in the house of the Lord, and we have pictures of people, and we're chanting for them and we're cheering for them, we're worshiping them.
Good point.
And so, I think that if Donald Trump wins, and people can rejoice, but we don't need to be so decisive. We don't need to almost stand and gloat. We need to humble ourselves and be comforting to those that are in pain over that. And in the same way, if Kamala were to win, then I would say, people that are supportive of Kamala, hey, you can rejoice, but be humble in your rejoicing, and be comforting to those that maybe are struggling with that. But at the end of the day, the Lord is sovereign, and whoever he appoints in a few weeks, that he's gonna have, he has a plan to bring about the New Jerusalem.
Yes.
It's going to be a place where all languages are spoken, where all people of all colors and all nations are going to be in fellowship together, and it's not going to just be the United States of America 2.0. It's going to be a place where people from all over the world come together, and that's his ultimate goal.
Yes, John, and in Revelation chapter 7, verse 9, We read, "After this I looked, and behold, a great multitude that no one could number, from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and languages, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes with branches in their hands, crying out with a loud voice, 'Salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne and to the Lamb.'" And in the end, Revelation 1:5, Jesus Christ is the ruler of kings on earth.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.